To decide who you want to be, you should ignore what others are doing and not compare yourself to them. You should focus on your own internal progress, which is what really matters. Think small. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, believed that well-being is achieved through small steps, but these steps are not insignificant. Rather than promising yourself that you'll read more, commit to reading at least 1 page a day. Instead of attempting to drastically transform your diet or exercise routine overnight, start by going for a walk. Take a small decision and develop it over time. I love the book Atomic Habits because it's essentially about this idea of small habits, nothing grandiose or explosive, but something as tiny as an atom. But before we get started, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest videos. When thinking about habits, don't lie to yourself or rush into things. Just think about the best thing you can start with. There's a reason why programs like Alcoholics Anonymous help so many people. These programs work because they're about relinquishing control. You were in control and it wasn't working, so you give control to someone or something else. One way to develop better habits and move forward is to find a program or challenge that takes you out of your comfort zone and forces you to give up control for a little while. Decide who you want to be. We have to decide who we will be. What kind of identity will you create for yourself this year? Will you see yourself as lazy or hardworking, honest or deceitful? Decide who you want to be because that identity will be crucial to all the decisions you make. I don't know if you're watching the Taylor Swift documentary on Netflix. In it, she talks about some of her struggles, such as eating disorders and body image issues. She talks about seeing a photo of herself that made her very uncomfortable, and how she was about to judge herself negatively. Then she said to herself, "No, we don't do that anymore." In other words, she identified with a version of herself that doesn't engage in that behavior anymore, and I love that. So, who are you going to be this year? And will you allow yourself to say, "No, I don't do that anymore," or "Yes, I am the kind of person who gets up early and goes for a run," or "I am someone who doesn't lose my cool around my family"? How you identify yourself will be very important for your habits. Creating a routine is essential to developing good habits. In my case, I wake up early and don't touch my phone for the first hour. I write in my journal in the morning, and one of my big habits is tackling my biggest creative project first. I don't check my emails first, I don't have any meetings first, I don't watch TV first. I do the thing that is my biggest challenge first. On that day, Seneca said that life without a plan is unethical. So, build your routine and get your supplies in order. Prepare your things. If you keep making setups and adjustments every time, you will have less opportunity to actually do what you want. If you want to be a runner, put on your running clothes and shoes right away. If you want to use your journal more, put it in a place where you will always see it. If you keep all these things out of reach, you will have less desire and motivation to change bad habits or even improve your relationships with others. Associate yourself with people who make you better. Studies show that if you have toxic friends, you will be toxic too. If you have ambitious friends, you will be ambitious. You end up becoming like your friends. Spend time with people who make you a better person. What is your community? In the ancient world, philosophers gathered in groups, had dinners, events, debated philosophy, read books, and shared with each other. The relationship between Seneca and Lucilius, as written in the book On the Shortness of Life, was through this group of philosophers, and they said they learned as much as they taught. So, who are you spending time with this year? Free up precious resources. People say, "Oh, I don't have time." You have time, you just choose to spend it on things that don't matter. If you watch too much television or spend too much time watching bad news, you say you don't have time, but here you are watching this video. One of the best habit changes I made was to filter my worldview. Of course, you need to stay updated on everything that's happening in the world and the information, but you don't have to be obsessed with it. You don't have to consume things that make you feel terrible or that suck you into that catastrophic mentality. Epictetus says that if you want to improve, you need to be willing to not know certain things. So, focus on what matters, improving your habits or eliminating things that are consuming too much of your time. You can use physical reminders, like a totem or bracelet, to help you remember important things, like not complaining or being mindful of your mortality. Developing good habits is key to making progress. For Epictetus, reading is an essential habit, but everyone should find what works best for them. Don't compare yourself to others and focus on your own internal progress. When you fall, get back up and return to the habits you're working on. Slip-ups are inevitable, but don't give up on your goals. Maintain a sense of judgment in the present moment, take action for the common good, and have an attitude of gratitude for everything that comes your way. And don't forget to receive your weekly dose of historical wisdom by joining our channel.